Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to prove to you how top YouTubers are helping government officials block funding for your second and potentially third rounds of stimulus checks, your $450 to $600 a week enhanced unemployment insurance payments, funding for the Small Business Administration's full disbursement of the $10,000 Economic Injury Disaster Loan Grant to all legitimate small business applicants, and funding for all the monetary ammunition you need to save and feed your families, save your businesses, keep your employees on payroll to ultimately save this country. According to The Hill, House Majority Leader, Democrat Congressman representing Maryland's 5th District, Steny Hoyer, is calling for a vote for the House Democrats' offer for the next round of stimulus, even without a bipartisan agreement with the administration or GOP lawmakers. Here's the headline. Hoyer, House should vote on virus aid with or without a bipartisan deal. The article reads that the second-ranking House Democrat is amplifying calls for the lower chamber to vote on a multi-trillion-dollar deal. Said he wants an 11th hour bipartisan deal on another round of emergency stimulus, similar to the way that the House was able to reach an agreement with the administration, with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, for the stopgap measure that funded the federal government with the continuing resolution beyond September 30th. Hoyer wants Speaker Pelosi to stage a vote on a Democratic proposal, something in the range of $2.2 trillion. The strategy would pressure GOP senators to address the widespread health and economic devastation. As you may already know, the Senate is set to leave Washington next week. There may not be an agreement. There may not be an ability to put a bill together in that time frame. Not because I think we ought to negotiate with ourselves. So these are all his quotes. Hoyer's comments arrive as growing number of centrist Democrats. They're urging party leaders. You remember what happened with the Problem Solvers Caucus. 25 Democrats, 25 Republican lawmakers. They got together and they unveiled a package on which all sides can compromise and ultimately make a deal for the next round of stimulus. Now, let's take a look at this quote right here. Not because I think we ought to negotiate with ourselves, he added, but the Speaker has set the amount of resources that we're prepared to deal with. And I think we ought to put that into legislation and give it to the Senate. Let's stop right there real quick. Let's take a look at the YouTube results for second stimulus check. Okay, first, we always get second stimulus check update and news report. Always get the same title from Clear Value Tax. No complaints here. Second stimulus check arrival, timeline update. Finally, yes. Yes what? Is the money in your bank account? I'm not saying yes until the money is in your bank account or government officials, lawmakers have signed something into law to ensure that the federal government will disperse funds into your possession so you can save this country. Stimulus check hub. Look, 42,000 subscribers, 16,000 views in 4 hours already, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you why that is a problem. Look at this. New stimulus check plan and news update by Kevin Pafferty, I believe his name is. 854,000 subscribers, 8.9 thousand views in 36 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I just saw this video. You know what he just stated? He stated that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is the one that is going to put up the $2.2 trillion Democrat offer up for a vote. When you clearly see right here, it is Steny Hoyer who is calling for casting a vote for the $2.2 trillion package, not Nancy Pelosi. He actually quoted Nancy Pelosi as stating we ought to put that into legislation. He said that in his video. This is what it reads. But the Speaker has set the amount of resources that we're prepared to deal with. And I think we ought to put that into legislation and give it to the Senate. The Senate, I think, this is what he said. He said that Nancy Pelosi said, I think we ought to put that into legislation. And look, in the paragraph, it clearly reads, he added, referring to Steny Hoyer's remarks, not Democrat Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She hasn't cracked. These people don't crack. They all work together to pass whatever it is benefits themselves, ladies and gentlemen. They don't care about the American people. What do you mean she's cracking? She knows every move she's making. The president knows every move she's making. All of this is premeditated, ladies. You think that they've dragged their feet for all these months without working together and collaborating? I proved to you how they all worked together to block the next round of stimulus, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on going. Look at this guy. Andrew Cartwright, 87.7 thousand subscribers. Stimulus check update, 9/23. Finally, Congress just passed huge bill. More $1,200 checks. What are you talking about? I saw part of the video. He's referring to the continuing resolution. That's not a stimulus bill. It has some stimulus provisions, like the money for food assistance, but it is not, and money for farmers, but it is not a bill that is calling for $1,200 direct payments, ladies and gentlemen. What is wrong with these people? With all of these subscribers, thousands of people fooling you. As I told you on a previous video, number of people, they prepare their finances when they hear this stuff, when they watch this stuff and they say, the money's coming, maybe I can pay my rent this month. Maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. They plan for this stuff, the money doesn't come, and what happens? People are devastated. Well, you want to promote suicide, you want to get people depressed for no reason by hyping them up. And this guy, Meet Kevin, he's talking about that it's good, so much good news that he didn't even take off his poop shirt. Come on, man, what good news? It is only good news when you have the money in your bank account, when you are able to feed your families, save your businesses, and keep your employees on payroll so they can do the same to ultimately contribute towards consumption, 70% of GDP, to ultimately save this country. Otherwise, there is no great news, ladies and gentlemen. There is no great news. Yes, Steny Hoyer, he's the second in command among House Democrats. He's begging and pleading to put up everything for vote. Let's continue with the article. He's talking about others are backing Pelosi's hardline demand for $2.2 trillion. You know, she's standing firm on it. Amid the debate, anxious-minded Democrats, they want to side with Republicans to force a vote on a sliver of coronavirus relief. So some Democrats may side with Republicans to try to pass a piecemeal deal to provide help for small businesses via a discharge position. He's warning them, don't go with that, stay firm. It compromises the Democrat position, etc., etc. The bill should be comprehensive. They don't want piecemeal. Then it goes on to stuff you already know. In May, House Democrats passed the HEROES Act, $3.4 trillion. The Senate response was a $1.1 trillion offer coming from GOP lawmakers. Then they voted on the $650 billion skinny deal. And then they closed the article. That's it. There is no bill on the floor. There is no new package being unveiled. That is all the information in regards to stimulus. This is the latest stuff. Look, this article. They released it at 1:31 p.m. Approximately 2 hours. It was an hour and a half when I first started filming the video, but everything failed. All my devices malfunctioned. They took a crap on themselves. Let's keep on looking at the results real quick. Second stimulus check, that's default. Look at this guy right here. LATE. Finally, second stimulus check. Great news. What great news, ladies. The only great news that I can communicate to you is that we are above ground. Every day above ground is good day. Therefore, we should be grateful to our Father, the living God, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm a testament that there is a living God. With all the trouble that I've been through in my life, I grew up in Jamaica, Queens, New York City. Late 80s, early 90s, during the crack wars, ladies and gentlemen. They were killing off people. They were killing off babies. You used to see babies on the corner, on a playpen, right on the corner. How are you going to put a baby on a street corner where you got buses, right on a bus stop, where buses are coming through? He's inhaling all of that pollution, ladies and gentlemen. You got mothers that used to give babies NyQuil to put them to sleep. Grimy stuff going down. It was like Thriller. You had zombies walking all over the place looking for crack rock across the street from where President Donald Trump was born, from Jamaica Hospital, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I'm from. Understand what I'm saying? So that's a true and living testament that there is a God. I'll tell you more about that in some other time in regards to how many times he saved my life. Nonetheless, that's the only great news. No great news in regards that lawmakers are here to save the day and put something into law to disperse the monetary ammunition to give you back your money so you could save this country. No, there is no great news until you get that money in your possession. You're able to feed your families. Look at this. Finally, second stimulus check. Great news. What is this guy talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Timeline for what? Timeline for what? This guy, and look, again, LALATE, finally, second stimulus check bill vote day. Last week, this gentleman right here, LALATE, had the audacity to state that based on some source that no one else had, I don't know why, because he gets his information from everyone else. He doesn't do what we do, ladies and gentlemen. You've clearly seen, I've shown you the emails that the Small Business Administration have exclusively released to me in order to communicate to you. And I tell you, listen, it's exclusive coming from the Small Business Administration directly. I've shown you the emails. I've given you the emails to the New York Times reporter, Stacey Cowley, who went ahead and covered S.4227 after I emailed her on that. And you saw the coverage. She sent you back the links. You saw that. Those are exclusives. We go out and speak to these people exclusively. And when we do that, I prove to you. He didn't show anything. He just stated that based on his sources, Congress was going to put a bill on the floor this week. He has the audacity of lying to the American people. And you could keep going. Shocking. Second stimulus check. Unbelievable. What's unbelievable? Nothing about this lollygagging or procrastination on behalf of lawmakers. They get the award for Lollygaggers of the Year for 2020, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing shocking about any of this stuff because they don't care. All they care is about these companies that line their pockets from the stock market. That's all they care about. Finally, second stimulus check. Second stimulus check update. When to expect checks. Second stimulus check delivery. Yes. Finally, huge announcement. Second stimulus check arrival. And it goes on and on. Bill passed. What bill are you talking about? What, the continuing resolution? The continuing resolution. Why don't you put that? Continuing resolution passed. They don't do it because they want your clicks. They're baiting you with lies, ladies and gentlemen, and talking about great news when there is no great news in regards to stimulus. The only good news is that every day above ground is a good day. Now, the key problem with having these YouTubers, letting these YouTubers continue to fool you into watching their videos while they're posting lies in their headlines is that these congressional leaders, lawmakers, they have aides for everything. They have rose bearers that throw flowers at their feet when they're walking through the halls of Capitol Hill. They've got congressional bathers. They've got aides that wipe their sweat off their armpits. Everything, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, they've got people with reputation management that are checking this stuff on a regular basis. And they see all these YouTubers with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers claiming that a bill has passed, that there's a new bill on the way, claiming that everything is hunky-dory. They're like, listen, these people are fooling the American people for us. Let's not move on anything. They continue to drag their feet. So I want you to go on these people's comment section, which is your comment section, because you are also part of this platform, and let them know to stop it. Stop it. Stop with the lies. You're lying to the American people. You are doing a disservice to the overall objective, which is to ensure that each and every one of you is equipped with the monetary ammunition to fight this public health crisis, this economic crisis, crush the virus, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to do it without them giving back our money in order for us so we can contribute towards spending, expanding GDP. Tell them to stop it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Watch this video right here for more stimulus, economic injury, disaster loan grant coverage. Click the like button if you like the video. Click the subscribe button to stay on top of my findings. If I insulted anyone that you watch on a regular basis, I have not insulted them. I clearly want them to stop hurting you because you are my people. I don't know if these people are American. They may not be. I'm American, ladies and gentlemen, born right here, Queens General Hospital, Jamaica, Queens, New York, born and bred, born and raised, ladies and gentlemen. Understand what I'm saying? So you are my people. And when I see a direct attack on the American people coming on behalf of these people, of these channel administrators that are communicating, and they're putting this out, it's still social media. They're putting out these false lies. It is stopping you from receiving the money for which you are eligible to ultimately Save this land that we all know and love, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless you. May God bless the United States of America and everybody else on this planet. Talk soon. I love each and every one of you.